Hey you guys, welcome back. All right, so just go ahead and consider this a part two to that last video. The pretty picture and everything behind it. Well, we got a lot more detail here. All of these cards are in the reverse with the exception of the anchor. We got Gold Digger clarified by Liar, Date Night clarified by Open Your Heart. Someone else in the reverse. All of them are in the reverse, again with the exception of the anchor card, which is Pets. All right, so we got some more detail here. Clearly, money was the lure. Somebody either said they had money, they were getting money. We can get this money together. Basically, this is everything they got exposed for, okay? And it turned out to be not true. There was obviously some triangulation here, third partying going on, but I don't necessarily think this is just about other physical people in this situation. You guys, ego, things like ego, competition, attachments and things like that, those can come between two people too. So that's also third party energy, okay? And down here, this Pets card speaks of loyalty, all right? So I think whoever's in this Gold Digger energy, the only thing you were loyal to was the outcome that you thought you was going to get, okay? Because this is a bunch of attachment energy, okay? And you guys, okay, so here's the thing. It's easy to sit here and talk about a gold digging liar. I mean, some jokes just write themselves, okay? This is obviously what you can see, but I like to help you understand sometimes, you know, the psychology behind these reads, okay? And I like to help you understand what you can't see, okay? The reason why this person went through all of this subterfuge, went through, you know, all of this, you know, painting this beautiful picture, went through all, and I don't think it was supposed to be a picture. I think it was supposed to be something that eventually manifested into reality, okay? But you guys, how many times am I on here talking about building foundations the proper way? Hey, this was always going to blow up because you started out with a lie, okay? And you did it. It wasn't all about material gain, okay? What you wanted was this person's heart, okay? You made the investment into someone who was emotionally unavailable, okay? And I don't even think, it could be that wasn't even beknownst to the person, okay? Because there's no romance here. That's why Date Night and Open Up Your Heart are in the reverse. Sometimes people just cannot give you what they do not have, okay? And I think that could be a big part of the problem here, okay? People learn how to survive, right? Okay? But they never learn how to live. And there is a big difference, okay? A person cannot love you from survival mode because they're trying to love you from their wounds, okay? You can't love somebody, you can't love somebody from an infection. You can put all your love into an infected person all you want to, okay? You know, with the date nights and the trips and the money and all of the things, okay? But the investment that is going to yield you is not the one that you want, okay? Because, you know, there's this thing now, I call it 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. You have men who are basically holding a lot of other men accountable, not being emotionally invested, not having emotional intelligence, and then you got the men who are talking shit about it, okay? I don't think, and you know, in this old way of, you know, what our ancestors did, what our grandparents and great grandparents did. The woman nurtures and takes care of, and the man's responsibility is just to go out, work, and see to it that these bills are paid, okay? And you guys, I don't know if you've realized it, but we're in a paradigm shift, okay? That started January 1 of last year, okay? Women are waking up, and we are done settling. We're healing, and we're done settling for less than what we deserve, okay? And so when you see a lot of my videos now, when you hear a lot of women talking, it's not necessarily to just drag the shit out of y'all, okay? Because You guys, if I don't choose myself, you was never going to choose me. Who's truly going to choose me? Okay, and the healing journey is a journey of one. I say this all the time. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so to whoever's in this gold digging energy, had you invested all of this energy into yourself, into why you felt, asking yourself things, why is it so important that I have this particular outcome, that I have this particular person or that particular thing, okay? Because it actually says a lot more about you than it does about the person who you've put so much energy into, okay, into trying to get an emotional investment out of them, okay? And had you healed yourself, okay, had you put this energy into yourself, okay, you would have seen that this person is completely emotionally unavailable and is incapable of giving you the one thing that you want from them. Okay, let me go ahead and put a pin in that. I didn't even mean to go on this long. Anyway, you guys hit me up for a personal. If you think this is you, if you want to talk more, bless your hearts, like your back.